What's good YouTube? This is Fresh Pair back with another performance review. For today we take the Adidas DRose 7 to the test. As usual, I've played in my pair for 6 days or combined 15 hours of full court games across different courts, from really clean floors to really dusty ones. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, check my website, all the links are posted below. Also, stay tuned for my tech focus segments where I will put the DRose 7 under closer analysis. I will also be comparing this with other shoes, so don't miss out. For those asking, I bought my pair from the good folks at 2600 Basketball, which is a basketball concept store in Baguio City, Philippines. They are legit and they ship nationwide for free. Hit them up at facebook.com/2600basketball. With that said, let's get it. On to the review. The upper material is predominantly engineered mesh with textile backing. Parts of the medial have TPU overlay. Now the tongue, the throat, and the collar are synthetic with foam padding. These lace panels are also synthetic and they have 5 eyelets. 2 lace loops can be found at the front and another one can be found near the ankle. This uses rope laces as well. There's a plastic shank at the heel and it works in tandem with the internal plastic heel cup. There's also a pull tab at the back. Full-length boost is used for the midsole. There's also a removable EVA insole that is rather thin. The outsole is solid rubber. It wraps a section of the lateral boost, the toes, a portion of the length of the medial, and the heel. There's also a plastic shank that extends to the area of the ball of the foot. My size 11 pair weighs about 16 ounces or around 450 grams. This may be a bit on the heavy side when put on the weighing scale, but this does not feel clunky. It also does not feel like a heavy drag when worn on actual games. As for durability, I have no significant issues. My only concern is the traction pattern. It may wear out quickly on outdoor courts, which brings us to everyone's favorite performance aspect, the traction. Straight out of the box, the court grip is phenomenal. It is crazy good. Absolutely zero break-in time needed. Even on moderately dusty courts, this shoe stops on a dime. On really clean courts, the traction is just wow. This is the strongest performance aspect of the DRose 7. If traction is your priority, you really can't go wrong here. However, I do not recommend this for playing on outdoor courts or floors with unpaved or rough surfaces. The grooves at the outsole are thin, pliable, closely spaced, and shallow. But if you insist, go ahead, just expect the rubber treads to wear out fast. Heel to toe transition starts a little bit different. The heel sits high while the forefoot feels lower. This may force you to play more on your toes. However, there is no sloppy transition. You'll get the hang of it eventually. The shoe's transition is mainly because of the boost setup, which brings us to our next point, the cushioning. The boost slopes a bit downwards from the midfoot to the forefoot. You'll feel it when you wear the shoe. In fact, just by looking at the medial of the boost alone, you'll easily notice the sloping angle. Now, if you want excellent impact protection at the heel, this has you covered. The extensions of the heel shank and the outsole do not seem to significantly dampen the heel cushioning. Strangely enough, the heel boost also feels kind of bouncy. There seems to be some pushback after each heel strike. It's as if the heel boost is pushing the motion of your step towards the forefoot. Speaking of which, the forefoot boost is not as responsive as I wanted it to be. It's not cardboard stiff, but it's also not springy. On the outside, it feels soft by simply pushing your fingers on it, but somehow it does not translate to either a soft or a responsive ride at the forefoot. I think I know the reason why, and I'll explain it in an upcoming tech focus segment, so stay tuned. On the flip side, the court feel at the forefoot is excellent, which is where you need court feel the most. The forefoot feels really close to the ground. Low to the ground players who are quick on their feet will like this setup. The DRose 7 fits true to size. under normal circumstances, get the size that you normally wear. However, this feels snug at the midfoot and the back. Wide footers may go a half size up, but if you have wide feet and you want a really snug fit, go true to size. Heel lockdown is excellent, although it may be uncomfortable for those who do not want a snug feeling at the heel. Others may feel some pinching at the instep due to the stitching at the sides of the tongue, but it will go away once you get to break in the upper material, which won't take too long, perhaps an hour. The midfoot lockdown is also tight enough, and it's really good for the most part. The external TPU heel shank really restricts side-to-side heel displacement by making the heel area quite narrow. Add to that the foam padding at the heel area and you have virtually zero heel sliding. As for ventilation, this is not the most breathable DRose shoe. The airflow here is minimal. The mesh upper has padded textile backing, so don't expect the heat from your foot to dissipate quickly or for the air to flow inside the shoe. Lastly, the lacing system gets the fit on point, but there's more to the lacing system than the fit. It is the heart and soul of the shoe's support, so let's talk about it. Overall, the support of the shoe is above average, almost very good, at the cost of probably being uncomfortable for some of you. As I've said, the lacing system is the heart and soul of the support in the DRose 7. It brings everything else together. Here's why. These lace loops at the front pull the sides of the upper closer to the sides of your foot. This gives you that better and snugger fit at the midfoot, which keep your feet in constant contact with the footbed for that low to the ground and stable feel. These lace panels also help draw your foot towards the back of the shoe, giving your foot that secure feeling. At the same time, the lace panels prevent stretching at the sides when doing side-to-side motions. This helps the shoe retain that one-to-one fit no matter how sharp your foot motions can get. Good thing that the laces used here are the sturdy rope type. They allow you to really lace up tight and they do not loosen up in the middle of games. This makes the overall fit consistent. Now the shoe feels snug overall. However, given the snug feeling at the heel, the ankle and the midfoot, the shoe's range of motion at the back is not the best. The shoe makes you feel like you are wearing an ankle brace. This may be ideal for some of you, but this may also be not good for others. This is where preference will play a big role. On the other hand, the range of motion at the forefoot is good. There is adequate flexing at the forefoot and the shank at the outsole does not restrict it because it ends at the ball of the foot. The only slight concern here is that the material at the toe box will sink and may touch your toes on initial forefoot flexes, but it goes away eventually. Lastly, the outrigger juts out sufficiently in my opinion. It will not completely prevent ankle rolls for sure, but it can help reduce the risk. Overall, I like the DRose 7 more than the DRose 6. For me, this shoe is an upgrade. On its own, the DRose 7 has top-of-the-line, best-of-the-best traction. The materials in this engineered mesh version are decent. The cushioning is somewhat a give-and-take situation, especially at the forefoot. It takes away a bit of spring while giving back great court feel. The heel boost, however, is really good. The same goes for the overall fit and support. In the end, I give the Adidas DRose 7 a grade of A, which is equivalent to 94 to 96 points out of a maximum 100. That's it for now. Stay tuned for more videos, especially for tech focus and one-on-one matchups. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram, check my website. All the links are posted below. This is Fresh Pair signing out for today. Thanks for watching. Peace.